What is up, my dudes and dudettes? Welcome back to Scrap Mechanic. Today's the day, folks. Today we're going to finish up the first project in the survival plane series, our little Learjet. I did some tweaking of the systems off screen. I'm gonna walk you through it, and then I'll lay out a plan what we're gonna do today. So the first little thing I did was I further increased the power on the engines for the ground steering. It was a bit slow for my taste still, and this is also is not great. It's not great, but I don't want it to be too fast. That could cause other problems. So we're gonna leave it like this. The second thing I did was I built 2 rows of wings here, the 15 degrees incline wings, to help this plane get out of the water now with all that new weight that we got here. The plane had very much problems getting out of the water up to the point where it didn't get out of the water at all, and yeah, that was because of the added weight. So I added some engine power. I increased the power from 400 maximum to 500 maximum per engine, but that still wasn't enough to get this plane out of the water. It's plenty to fly it around, and we need the speed limiter, otherwise we just speed off at 200, 300 blocks per second. So we still need this, but to get out of the water we need plenty of power, so 500 seems to be fine. We still have quite a long takeoff run, but that's fine. I mean, seaplanes do take their time to get out of the water, so that's cool, I guess. Let's actually taxi into the water to show you the last 2 things I did off screen. And the first thing was, you see this plane now floats quite nicely, quite evenly in the water. It has a nice little nose up attitude, which disappears when we hit the gas because the engines are above the center of gravity. And the second thing was for the boat mode. I added an addition block that adds 15 degrees to the elevator in the back, to the elevator in the back, to keep the nose up when we're cruising around on the ocean like that. So with the flaps up, it's still hopefully not enough to get this plane out of the water. Oh yes, it is. So 15 degrees is probably too much, and I need to change that. But in essence, it's just to keep the nose up a bit. And the last thing I did was I put some weight in the front, and that's why this plane is now pretty much evenly in the water. It could be out of the water a bit more. I would appreciate that, but there's just no way to get this plane any lighter. So let me change the angle on the elevator and get right back to you. Okay, I now changed the angle to 5 degrees, and that seems to be working fine. Yeah, that's looking good. That's everything I did to the plane. So today we're just gonna close it up, give it a new paint job, and then go for a scenic flight around the map. Okay, people, I think we are finished now. Cool. Uh, yeah, it kind of turned out how I wanted it to be. Yeah, I'm not 100% satisfied with that, but there we go. I decided to make this plane black because black is beautiful, and give it a paint job that at least resembles a bird skeleton, because this is the scrap mechanic world is all made out of scrap. Of course, here's still some rust left. I I left the engine open, um, and that stuff. But apart from that, it's painted, and yeah, I think the skull doesn't look half bad. It's got the spine. It's got, well, wing bones, the fingers on the wings. Yeah, it's these are, yeah. I couldn't do it any better, but I think it looks fine. It looks fine like this. Very, very intimidating. Cool. So now I think we are ready. The crashed ship is there. That's not a coincidence. We're gonna start there, make our way to the mechanic station, and then we're gonna explore what the rest of the map looks like. Of course, we know there's this row of warehouses. That's strange, and also the scrap city on an isolated tile in the middle of the ocean. That seems strange to me. So maybe this map is not corrupted, but it's just built up very strangely. So if that map is too strange for us, I might just make a new world for, when we continue the series building other planes. Yeah, we don't. We want a beautiful map. So, but for now, let's go. Boat mode off, full throttle, and let's go. Come on out of the water. Nice. We got the crashed ship there. Oh man, that's so cool seeing all of that from above. We got the tiny little pond with the starter area with the little shack where you get your first farming supplies. Of course, the abandoned building where you find the first battery. Is where you encounter the first farm bots. Oh, that is so cool. And then, of course, with our first crappy car, we follow the road all the way to the first mechanic station. Oh, so gonna fly under that. Nice! Oh, that's cool. Let's follow the road. There's the first mechanic station. Uh-oh. Maybe a little more power. Cool, so then there's the first packing station. It's called the packing station. Where's the trader? Okay, so apparently my hard drive ran out of space and yeah, I did a whole lot of flying without it recording it, and I was just talking into the void for half an hour. So let's just try to pick up where we left off. One problem though, I restarted the game and now I'm getting kicked out of my seat again. So I don't know what's that all about. But yeah, we're just trying to cope with it right now. So yeah, we're on our way to the trader and we're going to check this out, and we're going to thread the needle. So let's try this again. It worked the first time, but of course the second time it won't. Or will it? It will, awesome! So let's have a look from above. Oh, that's beautiful. Right, so let's get back to the ocean and follow the coastline. It seems like it's a reloading issue. It seems like when it's loading a new tile, there's a chance that I'm getting kicked out. But it's not happening every time. And I don't understand why that is. Because we're having the speed limiter gives us a very stable speed, so we're always flying just above 100 blocks per second. And it wasn't even kicked out when I was in the dive, but it just happened. It just happened randomly. But it didn't happen before all the time when I was building and testing the plane. So I hope that's not a problem that persists, especially when we continue the series building other planes, doing stuff. Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen. I want the series to continue and I want the series to be a success. When I also want to install some new wing parts in the front to make this plane fly better. So let's just... I'm gonna have a quick break, I'm gonna land, I'm gonna do it, and I'll meet you guys when I'm back in the air. Yes, that's looking better. It's almost neutral. Might even add another row, but for now that's fine. Okay, we were going to visit this city tile. I meant to do that. There's a golden loot chest here. At least I hope so. I don't even need the loot chest because I'm not really playing survival here. So now let's just go down in the street. Let's hope there are no readies here. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. I don't want to be here. Hello. Oh no, 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 no. Close call. So let's try another one. Last one, okay? Then we're gonna continue along the shoreline and see what else this map has to offer. The ailerons are too slow. Definitely too slow. Not enough deflection. Oh yeah, there's this long and straight street. We can keep that in mind, I think. Let's see. I think there are also holes in the road, so I thought we might be able to use this as a runway for, for later when we build the other planes. Yeah, there are trees in the way, but here, this part, I don't think we're gonna have, really big planes, so this could be, yeah, just looking nice. I think we only have a few bushes here on the side. Well, yeah, there are holes. Maybe we'll have to build our own runway. Problem is, as I cannot delete any creations. At least I don't know how. That way. So what I usually did was I saved the creation, and when I needed the creations gone, I just reset the world or recreated the world. So it deleted everything on it, and but that way we can't have any buildings, any structures. And this is the amber biome, the burnt biome, and there. This is where the reddies are. There's one in the valley there. I'm gonna guess we're gonna have some fun with the reddies in the future, with the red guys with the farm bots. Yeah. If you have, let me just get this out of the way. If you have any suggestions, so there it happened again. But let me continue. If you have any suggestions of what we can do. And I don't want to be here. This is the best place to get dropped out of your plane, by the way. If you have any suggestions what we can do in this world, what planes we build, what kind of challenges we're gonna have for us, post them in the comments, and I read all the comments. So I'm looking forward to your ideas. I have a few ideas myself, but more ideas are always better. Hello, tree. Hello, tree. Let go of me. Oh, come on. And there's the greenie. If you touch my plane, do not touch my plane. I need this plane. Oh, man, but I'm sad. I'm sad that this problem has come back to me. I just want to fly around peacefully. Come on, just let me do it. Just let me stay in my seat. I mean, I thought we could do something with the warehouses, but then again, I'm not playing real survival here. I use the modded parts, at least I use the unlimited inventory, so there's not really a point of going into the warehouses and looting. This is not a survival game here, really, what I'm playing. So, I don't know, maybe you have an idea about what we can do with the warehouses, how we can implement the warehouses into the series. Okay, there's another big burned biome here. Oh, come on, man. Are we too fast again? This cannot be, that the speed limiter is working. But still, maybe if we just let me just grab a speed sensor and slap it on the back here so we can see. Man, that's frustrating. Seems like today is not my day. But it's also Monday when I'm recording this, so yeah. Maybe I just shouldn't record on Mondays. Come on now, let's just go. Let's just leave this place. Oh yeah, let's leave this place. Okay, we'll get 100. Let's reduce the first 80%. Now what do we have? I want to go about 90. Well, that's below 100 now, I think. So let's go maybe 65, 66. That doesn't look too bad. Let's continue. Let's continue and hope for the best. Although I think What is different now? I just quit the game and restarted the game. That's all I did. But yeah, whatever. Okay, there's another city. Is it like that on any map? That can't be, right? The city should be a point of interest, right? When we got missions, and we got quests in survival mode, this should be a place we have to visit and do something. So, is there really a point in having two of those cities? Especially if they are probably exactly the same tile. I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with this map. But then again, as I said, I think we're gonna have, at some point in the series, we're gonna just start a new map, a different map, and see how that looks. That's also looking very nice, the peninsula there. That would be a great place for a base. I mean, of course, everything you need is quite far away. We got the chemical pond there. You could cross that with a boat, no problem. But yeah, the burnt biome is quite far away. I don't see a desert anywhere near. Probably not the best location for resources, but yeah, it's secluded. You're all by yourself. That's, from that point of view, it's quite a nice spot. Righty, 2-story warehouse here. What's this then in the forest? You see that? You see that bright spot? Is that just a little pond? Oh, I don't know. There's another runway. There's another big straight road. I appreciate the open space. Let's do a quick touch and go. So I don't even know the approach power setting on this plane. Let's go 45 and see what happens. Trim up a bit. Line up of the center line. Flare. Flare out, give some speed, touchdown. Do not avoid the potholes. And we're off again. Cool. Let's reduce to 60. What did I have? 65. Seems to be working for now. I might change the speed limiter so we go about 90. Seems a good speed for the plane also. Flies quite nicely like this. There are 2 more islands out there, but I don't really see anything interesting on them. Or is one of them the tile with the ship? Oh yeah, I think it's the tile with the crashed ship, so let's check that out. We have to get spare parts for our ship here, for sure. This is gonna be a hard place to find in a real survival game. Probably not for, for the people that are playing right now, because we can do all this exploring while the game is developing. But imagine if you pick up the game once it's done, and you're starting a survival game with no knowledge, with no prior knowledge, and trying to find this tile. Without an airplane, mind you. Okay, there's another peninsula coming up. This might be... That's probably the... Oh man. That's probably the beach with the farmer guys. I'm so glad I installed a security system where the engines just turn off when you're not in the seat. It just saved us so many times. I would have lost the plane so many times in the last, let's say, 20 minutes. Let me go, please. Just let me get up. Okay, I think we still have the power on. Do we not? I did reset the counter, I think. So, boat mode, let's turn. Airplane mode, let's take off. That looks cool. Okay, we're off reducing to 65. Let's check out this peninsula. That should be it, right? You're going through the forest, very dense forest, small pathway. Nah, come on. Yes, and then you're here. That might be it soon. I think when you leave the crashed ship, you're leaving with the sun in your bag, and now we're going towards the sun. So I guess we will see the smoke column pretty soon, and we will be done with our flight around the island. I don't think we have to go inland this time. This has been a long flight already. We have seen quite much, mostly everything that this game has to offer at this stage. Most of the tiles, most of the buildings. The first flight I did where the recording stopped, I also found the hay maze, but it's not that much of an amazing sight from the air. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna skip that. Why don't you pick on someone your size? Come on. Sucker. You okay, little buddy? That's good. That's a good boy. That's a good girl, probably. Right, I just want to get back to the ship. Please let me get back to the ship. And then, yeah, I guess it's off to fixing it, to finding out what the error is. Man, I really thought we were past that problem. Yeah, that's a standard burnt biome here. 2 big trees on a small island. If that is no needle to thread, then I don't know. Easy mode. And there's the smoke, and we're back at the ship. Beautiful. Let's land. Or let's water. Alrighty, so I would call that a successful start into this new series, apart from the obvious problems we're having. But apart from that, I'm really satisfied with the look of this plane and how it performs, apart from some minor issues. Gonna change the ailerons and install some new wings, but those are minor details. This plane flies very well. I had a very good time flying around the map with it, exploring from the air, not exploring from the ground, you know, seeing everything, seeing all the stuff we know from the survival game, but from the air. Scrap Mechanic has become such a beautiful plane. such a beautiful game. We have a beautiful plane to fly around in that beautiful game. And with that word salad, I'm gonna end the episode. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, comment, all that stuff. And also check out my workshop, there's tons of planes there. Not tons, but a few good ones. And that's it for today. See you next time. Bye bye.